A few moments, he will step into the cage with Kimbo Slice, visualizing, contemplating what is about to take place. And as we approach the main event of the evening, we invite you to check out more Elite XC action brought to you by Pro Elite. Go to show.com/Pro Elite, where you'll see interviews with all of tonight's fighters, pre-fight as well as post-fight. You can watch streaming of tonight's event as well as other upcoming shows from Cage Rage, Icon Sport, and Grappler's Quest. Plus, you can even post your own photos and fight footage. And make sure you visit the Pro Elite store with exclusive Elite XC merchandise. That's show.com/Pro Elite, your home for mixed martial arts. All right, the crowd here at the Bank United Center is ready to explode. We are just minutes away from our main event, Kimbo Slice versus Tank Abbott. The time for talk has ended. The Caged Fury is about to begin.
I'm looking to be victorious, but I'm not looking for the fight to be easy.
If he thinks he's using me as a stepping stone, you better go looking around. We both have a mentality from the street, and we're going to bring it into the cage.
Two bears going at it, two ferocious lions.
Balls to the wall, coming at you.
All it takes is one punch, one kick to the head. Breaking his arm,
Get an arm lock on him,
breaking his jaw,
can knock him out,
break his ribs.
he's going to leave on his stretcher. Kimbo's going down, knock him out.
Be ready, because it's going to be a lot of blood.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us to the cage of Elite XC for the main event, here is MMA's street brawling pioneer, the colorful Tank Abbott.
You can hear the reaction for David Tank Abbott here at the Bank United Center in Miami. He is more Public Enemy than Flavor Flav, but he really doesn't care. He fights for fun. He fights as a hobby. This is a man who got a start in mixed martial arts back in 1995. Had to come up with a style. They called him a pit fighter. He has no respect for traditional martial arts. And really, at the end of the day, he does not respect Kimbo Slice. Tonight, Tank Abbott is looking to rain on Kimbo Slice's Sunshine State Parade. And you can see in the crowd the signs, Kick-Ass Kimbo, a partisan crowd. And get ready for the eruption you're about to experience. We talked about a record crowd in attendance here at the Bank United Center in Miami. And they have all come to bear witness to this.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the popular street fighting legend from Miami, Kimbo Slice.
Center in Miami is shaking down to its foundation. This is a gentleman who doesn't have a black belt in jiu-jitsu, has no amateur wrestling credentials, no Muay Thai expertise. This is a man who cut his teeth on the mean streets of Miami. And tonight, live on Showtime, Kimbo Slice is set to prove he is a legitimate mixed martial arts fighter. We are about to see the street come to Elite. It is Cage Fury, it is Kimbo Slice, and Tank Abbott. Abbott is 8 years older than his opponent Kimbo Slice. Slice is 2 inches taller. Abbott weighed in at 263 pounds. Slice came in at 234 pounds. Let's go over the rules of combat for this main event. 3 judges will score the fight. They will score each round based equally on effective striking, grappling, aggression, and cage control. Scoring is done on a 10-point must system. The winner of each round receives 10 points, the loser 9 or less. No knees or downward elbow strikes to the head of a grounded opponent are allowed, and only the referee or doctor can stop the fight. It's street certified. It is the main event. It's time once again for Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bank United Center here at the University of Miami, Florida, as Elite XC presents the featured bout of the evening, made possible by Rockstar Energy Drink, Hunter World Markets, and Showtime. This bout is sanctioned by the Florida State Athletic Commission, the chairman, Eduardo La Casa, vice chairman, Don Bowen, executive director, Tom Malloy. Introducing our 3 judges scoring from cage side, all from Florida: Hector Gomez, Chris Lee, and Tim Vanata. And our 3rd man in the cage, introducing Troy Waugh. All right, fans, here we go with our main event of the evening. 3 5-minute rounds scheduled in a heavyweight special attraction. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and MMA fans joining us around the world, live from Miami, it's showtime! Introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 6 feet even, he weighed in at 263 pounds. Truly MMA street brawling pioneer, his record stands at 9 wins, 13 losses, 5 wins coming by way of knockout, and 3 by submission. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the colorful UFC veteran from Huntington Beach, California, introducing Tank Abbott. And his opponent across the cage on my right, fighting out of the red corner, standing 6 feet 2 inches. He weighed in at 234 pounds. This longtime street fighting icon is described as a brawler with a professional MMA record of 1 win, no losses, 1 win coming by way of submission. Representing Team Kimbo, fighting under the tutelage of Boss Rutan, he hails from Miami, Florida, by way of Nassau in the Bahamas. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the heavy-handed phenom, the popular legend and street fighting star of the internet. Here he is, the one and only Kimbo Slice. Once again, the referee in charge, Troy Waugh, now to give instructions.
Fighters, center of the ring. Gentlemen, this is the main event, and this is showtime. You know the rules. I want a good, clean fight. I will not tolerate anything less. Go back to your corners. Let's get ready to rock and roll.
Tank Abbott has been in mixed martial arts since 1995. The question on many people's minds, which version of Tank will we see tonight, Sherman or Septic? Meanwhile, Kimbo Slice calls himself a bear, calls himself a lion. He is out to prove that he's got more game than a wildlife reserve. Wait for the eruption of the crowd here at the Bank United Center. It is absolutely volcanic.
Judge, are you ready? Judge, are you ready? Judge, are you ready? Fighter, are you ready? Fighter, are you ready?
stopped it. They wouldn't have stopped. No question.
Tank's already hopping.
Time.
Controversy already.
Unbelievable.
Somebody's mouthpiece flew out.
Back up.
Kimbo slice
Back up.
means business.
Slightly.
Tank Abbott, these two again ready to tee off. What a start already to this main event. Just listen to this crowd.
They actually touched gloves. Oh, that right hand really hurt Tank.
Uppercut.
Tank's
Abbott gets another right across the jaw. The third one's the charm. Kimbo slice wins the main event.
wow. Tank went out on his shield, face down. This is exactly what the crowd wanted.
Stephen, you've been in Japan and the UK. Listen to this crowd.
This is insane. Moro, you and I have called some of the greatest fights in Japan. And this reaction, this is loud. I'm glad I got the headphones on.
There have been many critics of Kimbo Slice coming into mixed martial arts. I think those critics have been silenced by taking a look at the sea of humanity here at the Bank United Center in Miami. This guy puts asses in seats, my friend.
Well, not only that, but he knocked out a guy that's really hard to be knocked out. Tank had only really ever been knocked out one time before. That was by Pedro Rizzo in Brazil. And they went out there and they did exactly what everybody wanted.
His fiancée, Antoinette Ray. We had a chance to visit with her and Kimbo Slice's mother, Mrs. Ferguson. Last night, both of them nervous, but both of them signed Slice. KO's Tank Abbott.
Tank actually had a fairly good game plan to try for the takedown. His secondary game plan was to use the jab. He's got a pretty good jab. Then he went to plan C, which is to throw haymakers, and that was his biggest mistake.
And then Kimbo went to plan KO. There's a Wapo boss room. His manager, Isaac Mike.
Okay, it wasn't without a little bit of controversy. Here they go, trading. Kimbo trying to find the range on the right hand, using a little bit of movement here. Tank coming in, swatting away. Kimbo landing with that left hand right on the button, and then blasting away, hitting Tank directly behind the head a couple times. It was actually a good call by the referee. Kimbo got excited. I'm sure he didn't do it intentionally. He was in the heat of the moment, but still, he got a roaring, and the crowd didn't like it. The next knockdown, Kimbo was hunting for blood. So was Tank. It's just that Kimbo was a little bit more compact, using head movement, and it was a beautiful right hand right on the jaw. Sent Tank down to elbows and knees. Tank worked for a takedown, and then they were shooting it out again. Tank hitting, Kimbo was catching him with good counter shots. Boy, there's the knockout right there. Right on the button. Tank went down and he knew. Tank will not find any controversy on this. I'm sure Tank will admit, hey, look, he did that after Pedro Rizzo beat him. He said, you beat me. Okay, Kimbo right on mark. All the work in the gym, all the focus. He's getting sharper, folks. Tank brought it though, but he just had no defense. No head movement when he needed it. Kimbo hunted it down and slew him.
Tonight here at the University of Miami, Kimbo Slice proves that he is indeed the big man on campus.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 43 seconds in round number 1. Our referee in charge, Troy Wall, stops the contest due to strikes. He is the winner by way of knockout and still undefeated, Kimbo Slice.
Stand it. they didn't last long. But what do you got to say, Kimbo?
First thing I want to say is to God be the glory. I want to thank Showtime and Elite XC for making this possible for me and my family. You know what I'm saying? Miami, we in the house, baby. What's up? What's up? After party will be at Opium, by the way.
You know, it looks like within that 30 seconds that the trainer for Boss Rutan and Randy Katami was kind of thrown out the window, man. It looked like a damn street fight to me. You got to take your hat off to Tank, man. He came in, he banged.
Yep.
He's of the same kind of cloth, man, and he looked like he showed some really good sportsmanship at the end. What do you got to say about Tank?
I can say it now, man. I got a lot of respect for Tank. I always watched him growing up as a shorty. You know what I'm saying? And this was one of my dream fights along with Tyson. You know what I'm saying? To get in the ring and bang with Tank. My hat goes off to you, Tank, man.
Okay, man, we're going to go to the replay. It was short, it was sweet, and it was powerful. Talk me through it.
The right straight, left cross. I wanted him to get up. I wanted to bang. I kept telling Boss that I wanted to bang. I missed the uppercut. I had to push him off because we were too close. Boom, see? Too close. Tail of the tape.
Street fighting legend. Obviously, we've got a lot better things to see from Kimbo Slice in the future. Everybody give him a big hand. Miami's hometown, Kimbo Slice.
Definitely the hometown favorite. A standing ovation for the entrance. A standing ovation after his thunderous knockout victory. Kimbo Slice legitimizes himself as a mixed martial artist. And watch out, heavyweight division in Elite XC. Mauro Ranallo back here with the fight professor Stephen Quadro. Stephen, I can barely hear myself think. Absolute bedlam here tonight.
And it was such an amazing fight, even with the slowdown and the controversy. Kimbo came out and shot down one of his idols.
It was a night of knockouts, in fact, here in Miami. A great evening of fights, and you couldn't ask for a better performance from Kimbo Slice, from the likes of Brett Rogers making his debut on Elite XC.
Brett Rogers has arrived. Heavyweights are really coming up in Elite XC, and this guy took out a Pride veteran impressively.
What about Scott Smith? A little bit of a slow start. Apologize to the crowd for that, but boy, did he end things quick in round two.
Well, Scott Smith, that he struggled because of Kyle Noak, how good he is. But Scott Smith solved the puzzle, dropped that right hand, and goodbye.
So an unbelievable night of fights here, live on Showtime, Elite XC Street Certified. We've got Big Bill Goldberg, did a great job in the cage. And Bill, I mean, you've been around the fight business a long time, the sports entertainment business, as you will, but Kimbo Slice, this guy's for real.
Hey guys, you know, you could say what the hell you want to say. You guys have commentated in Japan with 90,000, 100,000 people. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't give a damn about traditional mixed martial arts. Kimbo Slice puts asses in seats, and he puts on a hell of a show. So for that, you gotta respect it.
And I guess the next question for you is, who's next for Kimbo Slice?
Well, that'd be the question for Kimbo to ask and Gary Shaw and Pro Elite, but, you know, I'm thinking it's probably the winner of Ken Shamrock's next fight.
There has been talk that Ken Shamrock may be next in line. Of course, Ken Shamrock is going to make his Cage Rage debut. You and I will be in England for March 8th.
Yeah, we'll work on our language there. Ken Shamrock, one of the legends, and Ken Shamrock would be an incredible fight with Kimbo.
And of course, Frank Shamrock and Kung Lee, March 29th. It is going to be a sensational year for Elite XC, teaming up with Strikeforce. What about that fight? And talk about the atmosphere in San Jose that night.
Unbelievable, man. I mean, the last time we were there with Strikeforce, the Beaver Pits, it was unbelievable for Kung Lee. You got Frank Shamrock against Kung Lee. They both train there. And to be perfectly honest, the only thing I'm worried about is the next toe-to-toe, because I got to go with both of those guys.
Well, how can you tell? We are very excited